Get into it as we're joined now by Dan Perry. He's the former chief editor in the Middle East for the Associated Press, Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. Author on Substack of Ask Questions Later. Welcome back, Dan. What should we expect, do you think, on Saturday? What should we expect to happen?
Well, I mean, no one knows what to expect. But one reasonable outcome is that Hamas backs down from its threat to not release the hostages that they were meant to release according to the agreement, and goes ahead and does that. And that would be 3 additional hostages. Now, this new marker laid down by Trump that all of them have to be released, and there's 76, including maybe almost half of them are actually bodies, by Saturday, is unlikely. I can't see it. I'd love for it to happen. But Hamas is generally not in the business of being scared by threats, certainly not by empty threats, because no one thinks the Americans are going to send the Marines to Jabalia or Khan Yunis. So it could be brinksmanship. You know, Trump has been saying a whole series of seemingly outlandish things. And you could say he's spitballing, you could say he's just wacky, or you could argue that he's broadening the so-called Overton window, which basically is a range of possibilities that are even being discussed. And if you broaden it far enough, maybe reality will move a little bit in your direction.
Right, with the Gaza proposal, the taking over of Gaza proposal. But then with this hell to pay type of comment that he made, some people say, well, that's why, or was part of the reason that we had a ceasefire agreed to in the first place before he took office. But then it leads to, well, what does he do if they don't, to your point, they don't often back down in these situations, they being Hamas. So they asked President Trump about that. I think this was yesterday, and it's kind of interesting how he worded things. It's like, you know, what happens if they don't back down? What do you do? Here's what he said.
What money are you going to use to buy Gaza?
We're not going to buy anything. We're going to have it. We're going to keep it, and we're going to make sure that there's going to be peace, and there's not going to be any problem, and nobody's going to question it.
And then he said in a later clip, you know, that's Israel's decision. But as far as I'm concerned, you get to noon on Saturday, that's the appropriate time, call the whole thing off or something to that effect, right? So I don't know, to your point, I don't know what's going to happen.
He has put Netanyahu in a bit of a bind because the Israeli public wants the deal to be respected and seen through to the end to get all the hostages back. And much though they may be displeased about this outcome, they're prepared to end the war and leave Hamas in charge in Gaza simply because, whereas they have degraded Hamas very badly and caused unbelievable devastation in the Strip, they failed, basically, to dislodge them from power, partly Israel has of its own doing, because they've refused to engineer an alternative, indeed have rejected categorically the obvious alternative, which is a revamped Palestinian Authority. So by taking this position, by essentially saying, from my perspective, Israel has a permission to resume the war and use even redoubled force, I guess that's what could be the hell that is to be paid. Netanyahu will look very weak vis-a-vis the far-righters in his coalition if he doesn't go ahead and do that. Right. So down one path lies a direction that will very much upset the Israeli public, a resumption of the war and an escalation of the war, down and a sacrificing of the remaining hostages, probably. Down another path lies the potential dissolution of his coalition.
Yeah, neither a great choice. Obviously, Dan Perry, thank you as always. I think we have that video. I want to show it one more time. King Abdullah, Capitol Hill.